Good morning, all of you. Today we are having a topic, the authority of a constitution of chapter first, India, Indian Constitution at work. We have outlined some of the functions a constitution performs, how the constitution performs. These functions explain why most societies have a constitution. Actually, the constitution tells us that why the most of the society have a constitution, why they need the constitution. But there are three further questions we can ask about the constitution. There are three questions. What they are? First one is the what is a constitution. Actually, constitution we have a study about the basic set of rules and regulation which is made for the administration, that how to run the administration. Second one, the how effective is a constitution. Effective, how it is effectful. A constitution, is a constitution just, is the constitution is equal or just for all. These we are having three types of the question and the constitution, and we are having the answer in the next paragraph. In most countries, constitution is a compact document that comprises a number of articles about the state, specifying how the state is to be constituted and the what norms it should follow. When we ask for the constitution of a country, we are usually referring to these documents. But some countries, the United Kingdom, for instance, do not have one single document that can be called the constitution. Yes, here is a difference between our country and the other country as we compare with the other countries. Most of the countries constitution we call the constitution is a compact document like in India, but in UK we do not have one single document like in India and can be called the constitution. Rather, they have a series of the documents, and the decisions that taken collectively are referred to as the constitution. So remember this one, that they do not have single documents. Which constitution? United Kingdom, that can be called the constitution. So we can say that the constitution is the document or set of documents. So the United Kingdom or British Kingdom, we call the constitution is the document or set of document, not the set of rules and regulation like in India, that seeks to perform the functions that we mentioned above. But many constitutions around the world exist only on a paper. They are mere words existing on a parchment. The crucial question is how effective is a constitution? What makes it effective? What ensures that it has a real impact on the lives of the people? Making a constitution effective depends upon many factors. Actually, here are some the answer of what is a constitution. The answer is here in this paragraph. The next important question is how effective is a constitution? How can which things are made constitution effective? What ensures that it has the real impact on the lives of the people? Mode of promulgation. It means that that ghoshna or the prachar or the process. This refers to how a constitution comes into being, who crafted the constitution and how much authority did they have. In many countries, constitutions remain defunct because they are crafted by the military leaders like in Pakistan, Saudi Arab, North Korea, etc., who are not popular and do not have the ability to carry the people with them. The most successful constitution like the India, South Africa and United States are the constitution. So here is the 1 marks question that that which countries are having the successful constitution. That first one is the India, because India we call the most powerful democracy and democratic country, and the second one is the South Africa, and the third one is the United States of America's constitution, which were created in the aftermath of the popular national movement because these things we get after the national movement. Although India's the constitution was formally created by a constituent assembly between December 1946 and the November 1949, it drew upon a long history of the nationalist movement and had the remarkable ability to take along different sections of the Indian society together. The constitution drew enormous legitimacy from the fact that it was drawn up by the people, who enjoyed immense public credibility, who had the capacity to negotiate and command the respect of a wide cross section of the society, and who were able to convince the people that the constitution was not an instrument for the aggrandizement of their personal power. The final document reflected the broad national census at the time. Some countries had subjected their constitution to a full-fledged referendum where all the people vote on the desirability of the constitution. Actually, in this paragraph, there is a fact that it was drawn up by the people. Actually, in a democratic country, you all know that there is no command of the military, but in a democratic form of the government, the constitution is drawn up by the people. Some countries have subjected their constitution to a full-fledged referendum where all the people vote on the desirability of a constitution. The people voted for, they wanted the constitution. The Indian constitution was never subject to such a referendum, but nevertheless carried enormous public authority because it had the census and the backing of the leaders who were themselves popular. Although the constitution itself was not subjected to a referendum, the people adopted it as their own by the abiding by its provisions. Therefore, the authority of the people who enact the constitution helps determine in part its prospects for the success. So here we study about the mode of the promulgation. It means what we have got in different types of the constitution, and the biggest democratic form of the government is the India. After that, the South Africa and the United States of America. But all the citizens who had the democratic form of the government, they wanted the constitution and the democratic constitution. The next topic is the substantive provisions of a constitution. It is a hallmark of a successful constitution that it gives everyone in the society some reason to go along with its provisions. A constitution that for instance allowed permanent majorities to oppress minority group within society would give minorities no reason to go with the provision of the constitution, or a constitution that systematically privileged some members at the expense of others, or the systematically interacted the power of small groups in society would cease to command allegiance. If any group feels that identity is being stripped, they will have no reason to abide by the constitution. No constitution by itself achieves perfect justice, but it has to convince people that it provides the framework for the pursuing basic justice. Actually, the question why we need the question, we are having the answer of these things, and how how effective is the constitution, and what are the important things which makes the constitution important and effective. First one is a underprivileged sections or minor sections. If they are having the reservation or having the equality in front of the constitution, that that there is a feeling of the equality. Actually, if they are not having the reservation or equality according to the constitution, and then the minorities has no reason to abide by the constitution. So there is no importance for them if they are not having the equality of the constitution. Do this to experience. Ask yourself this question: what would you the content of the some basic rules in the society such that they give everyone a reason to go along with them? The more a constitution preserves the freedom and the equality of all its members, the more likely it is to succeed. Does the Indian constitution, broadly speaking, give everyone a reason to go along with its broader outline? After studying this book, one should be able to answer this question in the affirmative. Yes, here are some reasons why and how could we make the our constitution effective, because all sections should be treated equally. So in our next class we will study about the debate over the constitution making in Nepal. It is very important because the Nepal constitution had been amended, the full constitution amended 5 times. So it is very important. In our next class we will study about this topic. So take care.